How's it going, everyone? Today, there's a dog barking outside. There's a Doberman that lives across the alleyway, and he likes to be very vocal sometimes. Anyway, today we are on the floor in my bedroom. Behind me, you might see these freaky Halloween masks. I like collecting old vintage masks, so if you see those, pay them no mind. They're just one of my hobbies. Today, I've decided to start showing everyone my Metallica collection. So I have a pretty extensive appreciation for the heavy metal band Metallica throughout the years and stuff like that. Today I'm going to be showing you the books and the magazines that I've accumulated over time. I'm going to go ahead and just go right into it. It's going to be kind of a speed run because I have to get going pretty soon, but I thought I'd record this right now. I think the first book that I ever got was this one. It's a complete illustrated history, and I don't think, this is probably unofficial, but it's really well done. Well, maybe it's not, but it's a really neat book, and the cover is excellent. It's got James Hetfield in this really cool orange color. Metallica. But it's got quite a bit of good history to it. You know, you got Dave Mustaine right here, who, if you didn't know, was one of the original lead guitarists for Metallica before Kirk Hammett joined, and then Mustaine went and did Megadeth after he was kicked out of Metallica. But anyway, it talks about each of the albums and has, you know, pictures of their t-shirts that they sold and all these types of things. Other related bands. Here's their Creeping Death single. I love this cover. I think it's so cool. It's got a great deal of really cool items and things like that. Get to 1989. These are also really interesting because all of these bills and these playbills and these tickets and geez, I can't talk, are from collectors. So it has them credited down here, and Jason Newsted, he's one of my bass inspirations. So these are really cool because these are actual items that someone has in their collection. You know, it says author collection, so he's gotten these over the years. And it's just a really neat book. I mean, it's got a lot of cool information. Here we get into the 90s, late 90s. Yeah, I just really like this book. I think it's cool. I think it stops at about Death Magnetic. Yeah, so this ends at around 2011, I think. Yep, 2011, because see, it has no wait, 2010, 2009, because this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction where Jason Newsted played on stage again with them, which is really cool. There's Rob Trujillo, another inspiration of mine. Yeah, so this is a very cool book. I got it at a half-price book. It's pretty cheap. Yeah. This is a similar type of book. This one is Messengers by James Hetfield. This is a kind of a guide to his collection of guitars, right? So we can see all of the guitars pictured and described. And we see the times that he used them live. And I think this is such a cool piece of media to have, because you get really detailed looks at all these guitars, and it has all the specifications and has pictures of when he used them. Man, that's just pretty important parts of history, you know, when it comes to the band, because they're very iconic, a lot of them, you know, the looks. I know James Hetfield has another book called, maybe I think it's called Reclaimed Rust, where he did, he likes redoing cars and old vintage cars, and he has a whole collection of those too. This one's a classic. Yeah. There you go, it has a timeline. This is the one that's made out of their garage that they initially wrote in when they were teenagers. Super cool. Yeah, if y'all end up wanting me to go through any of these books on their own, I will do so. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of flip through them and give a little synopsis. But this one's great. I was really happy to get that one. This is a little bit of I think this is unofficial, but I still thought it was interesting. It has things about each of the songs, and it just has little tidbits of facts and little images. I don't usually buy stuff like this because it's not official, but it was so interesting and it was cheap, so I went ahead and got it. This is a biography of James Hetfield, and I don't know how accurate it is. It's called Of Metal and Man, which is a play on Of Wolf and Man, which is off of a song off of the Black album from 1991. 92, 91, I can't remember. But the cover is James Hetfield. I haven't read this either, but I have it. This is a very fun book. I got it when they released it because I thought it was just fun. They have the ABCs of Metallica, and of course it's the ABCs, but each thing is pertaining to Metallica. This is my favorite page. We have C is for Cliff. The major rager, they would say, so mesmerizing to watch each time he'd play. Dressed in denim from head to toe, often with a misfits tee and a wild mane of red hair flying around for all to see. He played his bass like a master. His music was a gift to all. Among the greatest musicians in history, Cliff Burton will forever stand tall. There he is with his wings. Really like that. It's a really cool page. It's just a fun little thing. I don't know. I thought it was cute. But, so yeah, there's the ABCs of Metallica. If it seems like I'm rushing through this, because I kind of am, but I'll take more time on any of this stuff if anyone requests. I found this recently at a record store, actually. I had meant to buy this a long time ago. This is a book about Cliff Burton. It's called To Live Is to Die, which is To Live Is to Die is the instrumental track off of And Justice for All from 1989, dedicated to Cliff Burton. After his passing, of course. Sorry, but I need to read this one because it's pretty cool. Apparently it's pretty good. It kind of just details his life. The foreword is actually by Kirk Hammett, and then the afterword is by Frank Bale from Anthrax. Bale? I don't know. So those are my books. Now I have my huge collection of magazines. I couldn't think of the word. I get these off of eBay or in resale stores whenever I find them, but yeah, here we go. This one has Cliff sitting on the front page with his alembic bass. I think that's alembic. Am I wrong? I don't know. Anyway, so this is a bass player magazine from 2022. I saw that cover and I just had to get it. But you know, there he is right there playing. Here they are, young. Yeah. Any Cliff Burton, Jason Newsted, Rob Trujillo magazines I grab. Speaking of which, This is kind of, I'll show you another one in a second that pertains to this. This is another bass player. This one is from, does it say on the front? Oh, 1991. Yes. Yeah. So this is right after, not right after, but this is a few years after Jason Newsted joined the band. Metallica, Jason Newsted, new album, new style. So this is right before the Black Album, right after Remembering Cliff Burton. Cliff Burton was the first, Jason Newsted was the first bassist I heard in Metallica, because I listened to the Black Album first, and so he has a special place in my heart as well. Played with the pick on very rare occasions. Does Rob Trujillo play with the pick? But sometimes he does. This is a great cover. This is Guitar Player magazine, and it has Kirk Hammett and James Hetfield cheesing it up. It's not like a crazy edgy cover or anything. It's just kind of wholesome. I thought that was fun. Yeah. This has a bunch of tabs in it. It says Capriccio number 5. Elliot Fisk. Yeah. These are pretty cool. I always like looking through them because it's kind of like a snapshot in time, right? So it's kind of interesting. Here we go. Another Bass Player magazine from 2003. Yes, 2003. Ozzy picks Jason Newsted. Holy sh! Right? Metallica swap. Metallica taps Trujillo. So this is when Jason left the band and Rob Trujillo auditioned and joined Metallica. This was right before the Saint Anger album cycle, which was a rough patch, to say the least. But I love that cover. It's a great one. And then to go with this one, I have a bass guitar magazine, Metallica versus Ozzy. Trujillo and Newsted switch sides. I love that cover of him. He's funny. We got a bass transcription of Orion in here, apparently. Yep, right there. Looks like there's also the guitars. That's cool. Interesting. So those kind of go hand in hand because they're the same, just a different magazine. I was like, why did I buy this one? This is Rockbeat 91. There's a small picture of Metallica in there, and there's probably more inside, but I'm not going to search for it right now. What about this one? Okay, so it says Metallica on the front. This is Rock Scene magazine. That rhymes. Rock Scene magazine. I have no idea where it would be, but I do see Van Halen, Judas Priest. I don't know. Ah, there he is. There's James Hetfield. The future is Metallica. What is this from? It says November, but it doesn't have a date. A year, I mean. Weird. Yeah. This is an older magazine though, you can tell by the pages. Look at that though. There they are. So this is, Cliff is still in here, so I wonder if this is from the 80s. This might be, oh look at that, Steven Tyler. Cool. I don't know much about that one. I found this at Walmart. Metallica, Masters of Metal, their sound, their fury, their lives, their genius. I've always thought that they look weird. Those two look weird in this. But Kirk and Rob look like themselves. I don't know. This is just a whole Metallica thing. Oh, that's a great shot. Look at that. Cliff Burton. A goat. He's got a Dawn of the Dead t-shirt on. Classic. Great Hetfield shot right there. Yeah, there he is. Kirk Hammett. Got his Karloff's of the Mummy guitar. Yeah. It's a pretty good one. I mean, it's whatever. Here's another one I got from Walmart. Now they're old. Put it on the back. I love this shot. This is so cool. The graininess of it is really neat to me. I don't know. Again, just another. Look how goofy they are. So awkward. I don't even know if y'all can see that in the real. So it might be glaring horribly bad. Ooh, this is cool. So this is when they went the alt rock route and like cut all their hair and started making hard rock and alt rock, which was Load and Reload in 1996 and 97 respectively. I think there's some bangers on Load and Reload. I don't think they're their best work, but oh, I love this one. This is a great picture. We got James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett on the front of this Guitar World. Yeah, this was for 72 seasons, which I didn't enjoy much, but it has some okay things on it. I'm trying to rush through this because I gotta get going soon. This was actually the first one that I had. I found this in a record store. It's Kirk Hammett on the front. My biscuits in there. So, who knows? It's a crazy time. What's going on here? Dang. All this merch. We got CDs and patches and all this clothing and cassettes. That's cool. I like that a lot. Horrible to read. Really cool though. This is the other one that I found in an actual store. This is Kirk Hammett again. Yeah, I think this one's just a tab book, pretty much. It might have some sort of interview too. Oh, there's Jerry Cantrell. I love Alice in Chains. Yeah, this is Got Me Wrong by Alice in Chains. Look at him go. Boom. Cool. That one's a weird texture. What's this one? Rockhammer. Another Metallica. 40 years of Kill 'Em All. There goes the Doberman again. He's yapping. That's a great picture right there. Yeah. Old Lars and old Kirk. Cool. This is the last one. Man, I kind of sped. Ooh, this is a good cover. I sped through that. This is Classic Rock magazine. Metallica, The Death of Cliff Burton, the day that changed the band forever. We have James Hetfield looking real pissed. What a great picture. I mean, it looks like they just poured water on his head, but he is mad. Understandably so. Look at that. No Day More Black. I would go through this, but I don't want to get sad, so I'm not gonna read this right now. Yeah. Those are the books and magazines out of my Metallica collection. If you want to see any of these again, if you want me to go through them more slowly at any point, if you have any recommendations for things you'd like to see, I wasn't very trigger intensive this time around. But let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear. I've got a lot more Metallica stuff behind me on a shelf. I would be glad to show it, so that will be coming up soon. I hope you all enjoyed. If you sat all the way through this, thank you, and like and subscribe.